Hey guys, so I have a look for you. This is an Avatar inspired look. I know a lot of people are doing them, but this one's just a little bit different. Basically what inspired me about it was everything was so bright and colorful and just really beautiful, and I loved it. So this is the look. It has some purples, golds, teal, and then some silver spots. So yeah, keep watching. Okay guys, so, that right there was my makeup at the end of my workday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I did it. First thing, I already obviously have my foundation and stuff on, and not all of my mascara and eyeliner came off. I just took it off real quick. But the first thing I used was Urban Decay Primer Potion. And this one's Sin. So, just a little bit of that. And then rub it in all over your lid. Okay. Then, the first color I used is MAC Pro Gold Pigment. You see it has a really reflective metallic appearance to it. Doesn't go on looking nice like that. You have to apply this one wet. So, how I do that, I use MAC's Mixing Medium. I hear a lot of people use just Visine. It's basically wetting your product. So use whatever you prefer to wet your materials with. And one drop right in the cap. And this is my MAC brush. It's just a little one. I don't remember the number on it, so I'm sorry. And then I basically just, that drop, I kind of rub it into the pigment until it gets my brush looking like the color but really wet. And then it just goes on kind of like molten gold. It's really awesome. And this color, you're going to cover half your lid with it. Do your tear duct. And I did mine pretty bold. And then going down underneath. And this makeup has already been worn since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's 9:15 tonight. So, there's that. That's the gold. This look is really easy to do. Next color is teal. I'm using MAC's teal. If you have a better gold or better teal, use it. I'm not saying you have to use MAC. Then, with this one, since I only have a little one, I put a drop in the lid here of my mixing medium. There's my drop. And then I'm going to tap some of the pigment into the lid. If it wants to go. There we go. And then this is my another separate brush because I don't feel like cleaning it thoroughly in between. And then you just mix it up in the lid to do the same thing as with the gold. You want it kind of thick, almost pasty-like, but not super thick. I need a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now my brush has the wetted appearance. And that's the outer portion of this. And then fanning it in, and then once most of the product is off your brush, you're going to want to blend it into that gold. And once most of your product is off, you can just kind of lightly dab over the top of your gold, and it'll just blend right in. There you go. I'm sorry if I'm getting out of camera shot. I'm trying to see in my mirror and also do it. And I'm doing them underneath as well. So there's that. I never used to use my pigments wet like at all, but I've been so hooked on it lately because it just gets so much better color impact. Ew. Uh-oh. I have to grab my other purple eyeshadow. Hang on. Okay, so I was going to use MAC's Grape, but instead I decided to use TKB's Grape, which in appearance it's a bit brighter. So I figured since we're going for really bright, this is also supposedly, I don't know for sure, a dupe for Lime Crime Empress. So if you have that, use it. And then this one you're probably going to want 2 drops, just because we're using a little more color. We're using it for a little more. And then this is one of my really old, fat liner brushes. I don't know, I got it at Long's many years ago. So oh, how I miss Long's in Daly City. Okay. Now, we're going to take this and put it along the crease. And I have a pretty big crease, so you might not be able to get quite as much out of yours as I do. And then I'm also bringing it up like that. And then out a bit to kind of wing. And then wing it over the purple a bit, or the teal. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Can I do your makeup?
No.
You're no fun.
Sorry, not a drag queen.
Yeah, you are.
Only on the weekends.
Liar. Okay.
Okay.
So there's that. Do you mind? Poop head? What's up?
I'm bored.
Oh. Do you want to come sit in here? You don't have to be in camera. Okay, then the next color I used is MAC. This is a pro color, it's platinum. So, it's that really bright silver. And then just like the rest of them, one little drop in the lid. And for this one I'm using my pencil brush. I don't have one of those nice fine point liner brushes. So, what I do, keep this one a little more wet, not so gel-like. And then if you use the brush on its side and kind of round it into a nice point, I did one right here, little one right there, slightly bigger here, and then a big one at the end. Shoot, I forgot to put it on the charger. So, there's that. I also contemplated doing like maybe just a stroke through the crease of the silver, but I don't know, I just never did. What are you doing? You leaving?
Yeah.
Feel awkward?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. This is my MAC 227, and I'm using nylon. You can use whatever you like for your brow bone highlight. There's my phone starting. And I really should have done my brows, but I didn't, and I don't have the stuff over here, so I'm not going to run away again. And then my liner, my MAC Feline. Go get it right away because it's amazing. I'm basically just touching up my eyeliner from today. Wow, this is really sharp. It needs to be sharpened. The wood is stabbing me. So refresh my liner. And then mascara here. What I have is Sephora Lash Stretcher. You can use whatever you want. This is just the first one that I grabbed. Now the thing's gonna go off. So, there's that. And then for the blush, since you have such a dramatic eye going on, I wanted something a little more neutral. So what I used is Sculpt. And it's, I guess, just a sculpting powder, but it's a nice neutral tan. So it's just a little bit of color for me, and this is my 129 SC. So so it's not a ton, but wow, that side kind of has a ton. And for my lips today, I've been wearing Pretty Please. But you really don't have to have anything if you don't want to. So, I'm just going to put on my Honey Trap Lip Balm from Lush. There you go. So, I mean, it's a really quick, not super quick, but when you're doing it, it goes by fast because you just, a little bit of each color, goes right on. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. It'd be awesome. Follow me on Twitter. I'll talk to you guys because I like talking to you guys. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching.